Hello, everyone. Welcome to From the Shelf. On today's episode, we are discussing an old classic film noir, structured film, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That was way too professional for me. I hate that.
But it was great. It was just so unique and different for you. I loved it.
Never let me do that again. Oh my
I
god.
will definitely let you do that again.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lord.
I think that's like the first time you've actually said "from the shelf."
That very well might be the first time
No,
in
I don't.
4
I don't.
seasons
It
I ever
probably
said that.
it probably isn't, but definitely like that. It is.
But yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, everybody? So this movie is very, very special to a lot of people, myself included. It's the first movie I can think of to blend so seamlessly live action and animation.
Oh, dude! To this day, it's so well done.
I didn't know this till recently. This was based on a book.
Oh, I think I have heard that before, but I always forget about that.
I think the book was called Who Censored Roger Rabbit, and I didn't know that.
I have to imagine the book's probably pretty adult because this movie is not for kids.
No, despite having Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, and some other people in there.
Yeah, leave out Bugs Bunny, why don't you?
Well, Looney Tunes is more adult oriented than Disney.
Yeah, but they're actually a major player in this Disney production, which is
It's crazy because you see like Bugs Bunny, you see Daffy Duck, Tweety, Porky Pig. I think do you see Foghorn Leghorn?
I think he's in a wide shot or something. But then yeah, you get like Yosemite Sam and Droopy and just all of them, man. Not all of them, but most of the major ones are there, and it's the only time this has happened.
Let me say, seeing Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse in the same scene together is still like, and acknowledging each other by name is still like mind blowing.
This is crazier than the Spider-Man deal.
Yeah.
And this is why it's never happened again. No, I guess one of the main stipulations for letting Disney use the Looney Tunes characters was, at least specifically with Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse, is that they have the same amount of screen time, so they just put them in the same scene.
Yeah.
Take care of that problem real quick.
That was. Now, as far as I know, Roger Rabbit was not a character before this movie.
He's completely original to this, well, at least, or the book, I guess. But yeah, he's not from other properties.
Despite the movie being called Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the movie actually focused on a private investigator named Eddie Valiant, who is played by old Mario himself, Bob Hoskins.
Yes, Mario.
I'm very sorry for that reference, everyone.
No.
That is another one of those cases that's a movie I've never been able to finish front to back.
Really?
It's so bad.
I've definitely seen it. But yeah, so like we said, the movie's definitely not for kids because the plot is about infidelity and murder.
Like, dude. So, to give you guys the basic setup before we gush about this movie, because just to let you guys know right now, this movie's fantastic.
Please tell me what you really think.
It's terrible. Don't ever watch it.
No, I can't imagine.
I don't think there's anybody who actually can think that.
I can't imagine this is going to be a very, very long one, because when you're just praising a movie, it's hard to find things to say. It's easier to be negative. Like, you remember the Revenge of the Fallen episode?
Anyway,
sorry, I had to bring in some negativity to pad this thing out.
You're a fucking monster. You're worse than Count Doom or Judge Doom.
How dare you? What he did to that poor shoe is unforgivable.
That was messed up.
No, that still makes me sad. That shoe is just so adorable.
It's hard to watch.
I mean, he's all happy by his foot, like, "Hey, dude, how you doing? Oh, wait, what's happening?" Well,
kills him. But
it's very sad.
Anyway, as I was saying, Roger Rabbit is sort of a washed-up toon actor, and his wife Jessica Rabbit was caught playing patty cake, and I mean that quite literally.
I cannot believe there was such a graphic patty cake scene in this movie.
That was the way they're setting it up. It makes you think it's something else, and
it's the toon. It is legitimately the toon version of sex.
his 20 out of 10 wife, Jessica Rabbit, is
20 out of 10.
Is playing patty cake with with Marvin Acme, who is then murdered. And it's set up to make you think Roger Rabbit did it. He didn't.
Spoilers.
You can tell, though, just by the way Roger acts. The guy's not a killer. The guy's not even violent. But he is kind of he is a perfect hybrid of a Looney Tunes and Disney character mixed together.
And he's great. He's so annoying, but it's hard to hate him because he's...
Who's his co-star? What's his name? The baby?
Baby Herman.
Dude, the fact that he's actually like a 50-year-old man smoking a cigar.
A 50-year-old lust with a 3-year-old dinky.
One of my favorite lines I've ever heard. But also, big deal. Eddie Valiant, the main character, his brother was killed by a tune, but I forgot how long it's been. I don't think they ever
said I can't remember. But before that, he was actually... He loved tunes. They worked to help tunes, and yeah, then that happens, and he starts drinking massively and hates him now.
To the point where people call him Jack Daniels instead of Eddie Valiant.
Okay, here is one complaint. I always hate that thing where it's like somebody gets killed by a certain type of demographic, in this case, a tune, and then suddenly all tunes are terrible.
I tried muting myself before that sneeze. I guess it didn't work.
Oh, we'll just leave it in. No, but it's never made sense because it's like so if a person were to have killed his brother, he suddenly hates all people. It doesn't make sense.
Yes. They described the killer, too, as having bleeding red eyes and a really high-pitched squeaky voice.
Thank you for the demonstration.
You're welcome. Oh, then you have Judge Doom, Christopher Lloyd himself. What a creep.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as soon as you see him, you're like, okay, so you're the main villain, right? He's not subtle about, I'm the bad guy.
It's in his first scene that the thing with the shoe happens, isn't it?
Yeah, immediately.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
you know right away, this is not...
chemical called dip, which actually could kill tunes. And it's, that first scene with the shoe, like we said, is really hard to watch.
It is.
You know what else is hard to watch for all the wrong reasons? Jessica Rabbit's introduction.
I knew you were gonna say that. Not even the tune hating Eddie felt something there.
I mean, look, I know we said Nani thick in the Lilo and Stitch video, but Jessica Rabbit, oh my god.
Yeah, for Jessica, it's a ratio thing, but yeah, it's definitely.
Like, god damn. I never thought in my life I'd be envious of a rabbit, but god damn.
Yeah, she's popular for reasons.
What? Sorry, I got lost in thoughts of Jessica Rabbit. So
you just black out a little there.
I did, or white out, if you know what I mean.
What? Oh my god! Please, okay. Moving on.
I'm sorry, that was bad.
Oh. I know it was. Jesus Christ, where did that come from?
But so she also is convinced Roger had nothing to do with it. So Roger sneaks into Eddie's office and handcuffs himself to Eddie before freeing himself 10 minutes later. You could have done that whenever you wanted. No, only when it was funny. Oh, and I guess Eddie has a subplot about his ex-girlfriend, who's also kind of still his girlfriend.
Yeah, it's so confusing because they aren't together, but they are. There's no discussion about them getting back together. They just are.
Yeah, they almost kissed twice before Roger just does Roger things about it. You know what confused me? When they stole that car, but then Roger was talking to somebody in the back seat. Hey, Eddie, we got a ride, but I already have a car. What do you mean?
Yeah, but
even though they imply Eddie doesn't have a driver's license because he sits on subways or sits on buses.
He lives in a city where he doesn't need one.
But then they stole that cab, which I don't think the cab is I think the cab is an original character. I don't think that he existed beforehand. But I could be wrong.
There's a few characters
him,
Baby Herman,
Roger, Jessica, Baby Herman, the cab.
Yeah, I think those are all original to this, and again, maybe the book. I haven't read the book, so I can't speak for that.
I think they are. They're probably in the book. They never made a movie about the sequel, unfortunately.
I don't think they would have been able to capture this lightning in a bottle twice.
No, they wouldn't have. But still, what could have been. Oh, and Judge Doom has these weasel henchmen. That's about it.
Yeah,
they're just weasel henchmen.
No, their whole thing is don't laugh. You remember what happened to your cousin?
Yes, I think my favorite scene in the whole movie is when Roger's in the bar, like singing to people, and because earlier Eddie gives Roger a shot of alcohol, and he goes berserk.
Demonstrates the dangers of drinking,
and so Eddie, because Roger's about to get killed, and Eddie has, give me the drink, and everyone thinks, oh, so you're getting yourself drunk, just give me the fucking drink. And he's like, you want the drink? And Roger's like, I do. You don't. You do. I don't. You do. I don't. You don't.
Yep.
I do.
That classic bit. No, Eddie has such a deep understanding of how tunes function, and he takes advantage of that several times.
Listen, pal, when I say I do, I mean I do. Oh, that was awesome. I think about that scene all the time.
And they had to get that bit in there. It's.
Can we talk about how over the top ridiculous Roger's cartoon was at the beginning of the movie?
Oh, dude, it was like the epitome of those classic cartoon shorts, and man, was it well done.
Cookie.
Actually, even I don't know what it is. Something about that scene even feels more adult than those cartoons typically did. Because I mean, like you have, say, Tom and Jerry or something was kind of violent, but
Looney Tunes is also pretty violent.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't. I don't know. Something about that scene just had in Roger Rabbit just has an edge. Is it because of
Is it because of the knives scene, like Carrie, where he's
maybe,
where one almost hits him in the balls?
But no, sorry. Back to the bar scene with that whole back and forth bit. It's also cool. The guys at the bar refuse to give up Roger to Judge Doom.
Yeah, they're pretty loyal.
But he gets him with the old shave and a haircut.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. That was.
But speaking of tunes, the way Bob Hoskins says tunes feels so racist.
I'll never work for tunes.
Which I think is the point.
It probably is.
But so we get to towards the end of the movie.
As the movie goes on, Eddie does come around to Roger.
Oh, of course.
And also probably helps that he has a really, really fine wife.
Yeah. But then we find out what Judge Doom's ultimate goal was. It was to build a freeway.
We can't not talk about the Toontown scene.
Yeah. It was, God, that must have been so much work.
That was chaotic. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. Poor Eddie. Tweety.
All out of pities. Hey, do you have a spare?
Yeah.
But I don't think you want it.
I do. It's a spare tire.
No, this is full of bits like that, and like I said, I have nothing bad to say about this movie. So
there was one I almost had, and then the movie answered the question I had like the very next second. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh,
we'll get to that in a second. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There is a mistake. Actually, I don't know if this mistake is on purpose. There's the bit where the fake Jessica Rabbit is chasing after him. And he does the thing where he tears the line in the street and throws it at a wall, so she runs into the wall.
That fake Jessica Rabbit is fucking terrifying.
Well, there's an animation flaw, which again might have been on purpose because it happened a lot back in old cartoons, where the line moves with the actual camera. It's not supposed to, and yeah, like sort of floats over the wall a little bit. It's like, I wonder how that happened.
That might have been on purpose.
I'm not sure. I couldn't find anything about it, but there's probably an answer out there. It's the most noticeable mistake, I think, in this movie.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, the whole freeway thing happens. And Eddie, my God, Eddie, he breaks out into a song and dance number. He's not good at this. Nose? That doesn't rhyme with walls. He kicks him in the balls. But then the whole big plot twist is revealed that Judge Doom is the Toon that killed Eddie's brother.
Dun dun dun.
But you never actually see what he looks like.
No, you just see the eyes and hear the voice.
Not just any Toon. Which I don't get then. If you're a Toon, why do you want to kill all the Toons?
To build a freeway. It's about cutting through Toontown. That's all it is. Also, he's just crazy. He's actually crazy.
He's a lunatic. He's just evil and bad, and I'm glad he gets melted away by Dip.
You're telling me he's a Looney Tune?
Yes, exactly.
Although in that case, Toon is actually spelled Toon.
Now, I remember the scene at the end with all the Toons coming out, but I was like, okay, how are they going to get in here with all the Dip on the floor? And then the movie addresses that. I was like, oh, all right, never mind.
That's the problem that you had? That was resolved
honestly,
2 seconds later?
Yeah, because I forgot that Eddie turned on the fire hydrant and got rid of all the Dip. I actually forgot about that.
Wow.
Yeah, because I remember, all right, so Toontown characters are about to walk in, but they're all going to die, right? Oh, no, they're not.
Actually, speaking of, because at one point, Benny, the cab, drives through some Dip. So, like, can he heal from that, or?
Probably, because he wasn't in it long enough to die, but did pop his tires. But
I know, just be undone.
That's a good question. Like, if that's like a permanent burn now. Yeah, because he had to take over for driving the car because Roger was just nope.
A car driving a car
with headlights coming out of his eyes.
Yep.
That was something else.
This whole movie is something else.
And that something else is in a good way, because this movie is, I think, one of the greatest that we've ever recorded for this show.
No, it's I said this to you yesterday. This is one of very it's kind of weird. This is one of very few 5-star movies out there. Although whenever anybody asks me, I don't think about it like in my top movies at the same time. So it's like, how did that work?
But then you watch it and you're like, this is actually like almost perfect.
It really is.
It's got very few, if any, flaws. And most of those flaws you can just attribute to, well, it came out in the 80s, so, sometimes the technology looks a little wonky. But, the movie's 40-something years old. Or however
very
old
true.
it is.
It is about to turn 40 in 3 years.
I love that.
So, yeah, oh my god.
If you have not watched this yet, why?
What are you doing? Also, honestly, we just spoiled it.
Go watch it. It's fantastic. I highly, highly recommend you watch it. I told my girlfriend yesterday. I was like, "Babe, you need to watch this movie."
Wait, had she not seen it?
She's never seen it.
Wait, did she watch it with you?
She did not watch it with me.
Okay, so you're saying, oh my god, how has she not? Okay.
No, she needs to.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. You should all watch it and thank us in the comments afterward.
I hope so. So, Frankie.
Hi.
What are we doing next week?
I feel like older versions of you right now. Normally I have this all ready to go. I don't this week.
Yes! Finally!
Yeah.
How the turntables. Wait.
How the turntables. All right. So I'm going to give you 3 choices. Okay? 3 choices.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm. We could either go very anime. We could do a very, very bad movie. Or we could do an animated movie which has a sequel coming out next year.
Next year? Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm just going to straight up ask, is the anime, is it a, I mean, you only watch Dragon Ball and Digimon.
I'm not telling you what it is unless you decide it.
But it's got to be Dragon Ball or Digimon. You don't watch anything else.
Just take your pick.
The cartoon. That's, gotta see. Well, I can't remember what's coming out.
I've
been bad about movie. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot that's happening. You sure you don't want to talk about the other Super Mario?
No,
brothers?
We're going to talk about the animated one, the real one.
But Eddie Valiant's in the other one.
No! Nope.
Fine. We'll talk about the Chris Pratt one.
That's better. I've already talked about Sonic. Might as well talk about Mario.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they are building a cinematic universe for that, right? So,
got a crossover from the Mario movie and the Sonic movie. Oh. But anyway, next week we'll talk about the Super Mario Brothers movie, ladies and gentlemen. So, thank you guys so much for listening today. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you next week. Take care.